Hello everybody, it's Holy Joe Rock and Roll coming at you live and unscripted. And in the news, quite often we hear about global warming now been renamed climate change, and some sectors, especially now on the left, calling for a carbon tax, a tax on carbon dioxide. But what is the real truth? The most abundant gases found in our atmosphere are nitrogen and oxygen. Nitrogen makes up about 78% of the total atmosphere, while oxygen makes up 21%. The remaining 1% is made up mostly of a gas called argon. This means that each breath you take, you are breathing 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and 1% argon, with trace amounts of other gases such as methane, hydrogen, helium, neon, krypton, carbon dioxide, and a form of oxygen known as ozone, or O3. Notice that carbon dioxide makes up a fraction of 1%. So maybe we should have a tax on nitrogen. Nitrogen doesn't support life, does it? Well, nitrogen is added into the atmosphere as plants and animals decay or are burned, as well as through volcanic eruptions and the decay of some types of non-organic materials. But wait a minute. Are we saying that nitrogen is constantly being added to the atmosphere? If this is true, then why doesn't the amount of nitrogen in the atmosphere continually increase? Why don't animals die from lack of oxygen? Well, the answer is simple. While nitrogen is constantly being added to the atmosphere, it is also constantly being removed or cleansed from the atmosphere. You see, a small amount of nitrogen is removed by living organisms. Rain and snow also wash nitrogen out of the atmosphere. The amount of nitrogen being added to the atmosphere and the amount being removed are perfectly balanced, ensuring that the total amount remains constant. Oxygen, of course, is added to our atmosphere by plants as they utilize photosynthesis to convert sunlight to energy. This oxygen is later removed from the air around us by animals and other life forms, plants. Oxygen is the most important of the gases in our atmosphere in relation to animal life and to human life. Almost all animals use oxygen as a critical ingredient in the process of life. Without it, each of us and most of the animals on Earth would perish in a matter of just a few minutes, right? You can live 3 minutes without oxygen, without breathing. But carbon dioxide arguably is the most important of the gases to plant life, because plants require carbon dioxide as a part of photosynthesis. So we know historically that the Earth has had more than double the amount of carbon dioxide in the air, in the atmosphere, as we have today, and plants grew greater. We know that farmers with greenhouses actually pump carbon dioxide into their greenhouses to help their plants grow stronger, grow faster. Carbon dioxide is not a bad gas. Carbon dioxide is very beneficial to life on Earth. So the whole notion that carbon is such a small percentage of the atmosphere that it is today, that even if it were to double, would be a bad thing relative to oxygen and nitrogen, is a farce. It is a hoax. And I show this chart, I've been showing this chart this whole video so that you can see for yourself. Global warming, climate change, carbon tax is a hoax, it's a myth, and it should be debunked today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. This has been Holy Joe Rock and Roll reporting.